Live from the It's Weather Time Texamet Studios.
Severe weather coverage starts right now.
And that severe weather coverage brings us to the radar first. I am Dakota with It's Weather Time. We got a lot to talk about. The reason why we're coming on the air is for this flash flood warning that the National Weather Service issued for the Richmond Metro. What we have here is we had a thunderstorm blow up over Richmond, started blowing up over Glen Allen, Mechanicsville, Highland Springs, the airport, Manchester, Bonaire, and now we just got this big thunderstorm right here over Richmond. So let's go ahead and get you some text on this one. It's in play for the next 3 hours, 2 hours and 58 minutes. The National Weather Service in Wakefield has issued a flash flood warning for South Central Hanover County and South Central Virginia, Central Henrico County in Central Virginia, and the city of Richmond in Central Virginia until 9:15. At 9:02, Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1 and 2.5 inches of rain have already fallen. Expected rainfall rate is 2 to 4 inches in 1 hour. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. So what's going on with this is, like I said, we have a thunderstorm that came up on radar. Sorry, give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. So what we have, like I said, is we have a thunderstorm that came up on radar that started around the Richmond area and pretty much blew up. So since we have the heating of the day right now, this storm is going to continue to build strength. What's going to happen is, since we have the heating of the day, it's going to build strength and it's going to release all of it. And about tonight, the storm should die off. It'll be interesting to see how this storm plays out. So now we just got a special weather statement that just came on the board for this storm right here. A strong thunderstorm near Bottoms Bridge or near Highland Springs moving north at 20. So all of this is moving due north at 20. Want to make sure I said that right. At 10. So this whole complex, it probably might be this storm right here over by Darbytown. Yeah, it's this little segment right here that just came up. I'll loop it. See how these storms are just blowing up on the radar? This is going to compete. This cell is going to compete with this storm, and what's going to happen is this storm is going to get intertwined with this storm. This is going to be the parent storm. This is just spawning off the storm. Okay. We're going to jump off of Richmond just really quick. I'm going to take it back down to Mobile, Pensacola, because I know I got people watching down in Mobile and Pensacola. So let's go ahead and take it. Let's take KOB full, and I want to go ahead and warn these guys right here on this storm. This line from Berkeley Field all the way down to Dauphin Island. This storm is moving due east. The storm is moving due east at 5 mile an hour. So this is a slow mover. So let's go ahead and put some times out. Bang, 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 bang. I didn't want to do it. Hold on just one second. I gotta switch modes here. So let's go bang, 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 bang. So that's about that big. Moving at 5 mile an hour. Places like Battles Wharf in about over an hour. So these times they're pretty much over an hour. That's if this storm system will, if this holds up. Which is, I think it will. Let's go. So back in the Florida Panhandle, you got a little bit of rain around the Pace area, coming up towards Milton. Around, you got showers of thunderstorms around Blackwater Bay or East Bay. Sorry about that. I brought it back over here to Richmond because it's starting to have a little shelf cloud forming here around Edgewater, coming up to the Highlands, Hopewell, Charles City, back up towards West Point. So we're going to be with this storm for a while because this storm is just sitting over Richmond, dumping like the text said. Like the text said, additional amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible. Between 1 and 2.5 inches of rain have already fallen. The expected rainfall rate is 2 to 4 inches in 1 hour. And I would say that's a good call. Let's take the digital accumulation, and up here around Lakeside, we're sitting at about, turn on the inspector here. Around the Lakeside area, you already got 2 inches of rain that's already fallen. Down here in downtown Richmond, this is just radar estimated. Let me put on storm total. Down here in Richmond, we're sitting at about an inch. Up here around Mechanicsville, we're already at about 3 inches. 2.86. Up here around Lakeside is at 2.8. Up here around the Glen Allen area where I'm at, we're at about at a 1.28. You just heard the crack of thunder in the background. This storm ain't going anywhere for the remainder of the time. 1 hour. Let's see if we can't get the 1 hour total precip. Up, like I said, up here around the Lakeside area, this is where most of your flooding is happening. About 2 inches up here around the Lakeside area, north of downtown Richmond. Storm total. Storm total up here around. The storm total is pretty much saying there's flooding around the Mechanicsville area, up here around the Lakeside area. Downtown Richmond sits here. You got a little bit of ponding going on around the Highland Springs, around the airport. Nothing right now in downtown Richmond. I do have a crew that's out there right now in downtown Richmond. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the reflectivity so you can see where I'm talking about. This is where the heaviest rain is falling right now. The heaviest rain on radar is about right here south of Richmond and in the downtown Richmond area. But if you look towards the left of your screen, the left of your screen is the total precip. The right side is the radar. That's what you'll see when you pull up the radar. Up here around the Mechanicsville area, this is where it says most of the rain has fallen already. Right here. That's where it says most of the rain has already fallen. You can see the little crosshairs where it's indicating that. It'll be interesting to see how this storm plays. Like I said, this flash flood warning is on the board for the next 2 hours and 45 minutes for the downtown Richmond area. I'm going to take it off the dual pane here. Put it back on the radar. We do have a strong thunderstorm. Take the identifier off. We do have a strong thunderstorm around the Lake Caroline area, the Bowling Green area. This is affecting from 104 to 110. That stretch of I-95. Up here around the Fredericksburg area, you got a nasty storm in the Fredericksburg area. Take another drive up 95. There's nothing in Washington D.C. right now. You got this cell that's just east of Washington D.C. You got a storm out here around Winchester. Do have a little bit of power outages over here. Shenandoah County has 868 customers without power. Customers out is at a 3.3%. So Shenandoah County has a little bit of power outages going on. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning out here for Appomattox. That goes off the board this goes off the board at 7 o'clock tonight. This is being warned on 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Locations impacted include Lynchburg, Appomattox, Bent Creek, Concord, Rustburg, Appomattox National Historic Park, and Riverville. Prepare immediately for large hail and damaging winds. For your safety, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building and stay away from windows. And then it tells you when it's safe to do so. Please send in reports of hail of any size, as well as reports of any wind damage, including downed trees or large limbs, to the National Weather Service by calling toll-free at 1-866-215-4324. That is 1-866-215-4324. Reports and pictures can also be shared on the National Weather Service Blacksburg Facebook page and on X. So their National Weather Service office is in Blacksburg, where ours is in Wakefield. Here's Blacksburg right here. There's Blacksburg. Blacksburg sits right there. So let's look at that from the Blacksburg storm. From the Blacksburg. And the hail core kind of died off around Appomattox. They do have a flood advisory in play with this storm. This storm is get a trajectory on this. Is moving northeast at 15. So this is a slow mover. Go back to Richmond because we just got an update on the radar. And the heaviest part is from Richmond south. From Richmond south to Highland Springs, to the airport, to South Richmond, to Meadowbrook. Lakeside's getting a little bit of rain. Up here around Glen Ellen, we got a nasty thunderstorm over here. Over where I'm at. Cumberland's getting a little bit of rain. Powhatan, Powhatan. South of Powhatan's getting one. So that's what we got looking at the radar. Let's go back to Mobile. To the storms that's going on in Mobile. This storm is just now making its way onto the bay. So it'll be interesting to see what the National Weather Service does for Baldwin County. I'm thinking they'll probably end up doing a special weather statement. But that's all up to them. Give me 1 second. I want to check. Alright, so I'm going to leave y'all with a look at Richmond. Because that's where it's coming. That's where we're coming with the severe weather coverage because of this flash flood warning. So we're going to go ahead and stay with this. I'll let y'all know how this storm plays out, and we will catch you next time. Y'all stay safe out here in the Richmond area, Mobile area. Y'all stay safe. This has been a severe weather coverage from the It's Weather Time, WexLab, and Textamet Studios.